Hey guys, today we're going to take you on our engagement trip that we took to Universal Studios and Disneyland back in 2016. It was a phenomenal trip, and we're going to jump right into it to where we went to Universal Studios.
Good morning. First update, we're in Fullerton, California, and we're waiting for the Metro rail to pick us up and take us on the first leg to Universal Studios. What are you laughing at me? Maybe it is a retro rail. Anyway, before I was interrupted with laughter. We're gonna try to get to Universal Studios a little early so we can be there when it opens.
Jeff on the piano.
Focus. Remember, guys, non-aggression is the key.
You get to get a picture with it. 1, 2. Got it.
Very good.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, I got your back.
I got you.
Go ahead again.
I got you. You go. I got you. This is your deal.
I literally have your back. Yeah, just stop.
Want to turn around? Turn around, Jeff. He's coming to you.
Oh. Very good. Stand up.
That cage is empty. Hold on to your butts.
He's gonna get spit at.
The water that those Dilophosauri were just spitting at you. It was just acid, okay? Just acid. Just kidding. Of course it was water. We love water effects here at Universal Studios. And in fact, we're going to do a weather demonstration for you. Because, you know, we have sunshine almost every single day out of the year here at Universal Studios. But sometimes our movies call for a little bit more weather. Here to help us out is Mr. Al Roker from the Today Show. Al?
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's
On the thunder and lightning effects. Don't be alarmed. The thunder is just a sound effect. The lightning is just a strobe light flashing on and off and on and off. Now, to make this place really come to life, let's add some rain. We're going to make it rain here in Hollywood, all right? There we go. So that rain is actually just a sprinkler system shooting water up into the air, and it falls down naturally like real rain. The combination of the lighting and sound effects with this rain makes it look very realistic on camera. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. You guys hear it rumbling? Oh my goodness, it's a flash flood! Everybody take cover! Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just playing a little joke on you. I don't have any control over the rain at all. In fact, that was the result of thousands of gallons of recycled water being released down the hill. And it's going to go right back up our drain pipes and into the water fountains over at Disneyland. No. Yeah, for this comedy, we're supposed to be in San Francisco. We're in an underground subway station. Okay, I'm alright. Let's have a good laugh. Let's laugh low. It's a disaster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are in you know what goes on with the thing? The roof caving in. That's right. Don't worry, everybody in the street. That's earthquake safety, all right? First rule of earthquake safety. My goodness, the water main is from everybody look out there. Flintstones foot-powered vehicles, and our Fast and Furious vehicles. Now, our most recent addition that we have are the Jurassic World vehicles. Now, take a look at the gyrosphere. Anybody know what's missing from the gyrosphere?
The globe.
The glass, that's right. Guess what? There was never any glass on that to begin with. The reason is glass is a reflective surface. If we had the camera pointed at real glass, it would pick up the camera as well as all the lights and the crew, all that in the reflection. Therefore, we digitally added in all of that glass, and the only reflections you saw were of those dinosaurs.
Kind of cool.
You might recognize Reed. He was a puppy in the movie Snow Buddies. You know what to do. Lights, camera, action! Anytime you're ready, JD. Action! Up and over, whoa!
I got
Nice
puppy.
audition, you two. Okay, he's gonna go up and over the actor now. Up and over.
He didn't really jump. He didn't
Oh no! Go ahead and stand up, sweetie.
This park is so much fun, you guys. We decided to do all this side first and then take a few fun little pictures, and then we wanted to spend the rest of the day in the Harry Potter worlds.
So we're running around Hogsmeade right now, and we came around the corner, and I was not expecting this. The castle is huge. Oh my gosh, look how big. It looks small in the distance, but it is not small. It is massive. So cool.
And you know Jeff and I, we had to get our wands next. So we spent some time in Ollivanders and picked out the perfect wands for each of us. And they were the interactive kinds, so they were really fun. And then we had our very first butterbeer. You can tell Jeff really enjoyed his. And then we ran around trying to get some practice in with our wands, which was, yeah, a lot of fun.
Take like a step back, it might be a little bit too
Hello, Hamora.
Circle around and down. There it goes. He opened it. It only took 20 times.
Let me just say, using the wands is not as easy as it looks, but once you learn the trick to it, it becomes a lot easier. So we played around for a while with these.
You're on. Be loud.
Incendio.
Incendio!
sneak you out of the castle and down to the pitch, and we reckon the best was it.
From that. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A charm I learned from a world-class
Oh, here we go.
Here you go, look around.
Whoa.
There's the water world side.
All right, here we go, honey. Look around. You gonna film it?
Oh yeah!
Is that it?
It was a little warm that day, so we stopped and got a Duff beer, which we were really excited to try, and then went indoors for the Shrek 4D for a little while.
We're walking up to Shrek 4D. It looks so misty.
dark and spooky.
So spooky.
Come get some gum.
Oh.
Feels good, actually.
It's just water. It's just water mist. It's you so good that I can't post it on Facebook when you do.
I didn't say anything. I said shh.
Shh.
I didn't swizz.
Can't take him anywhere.
I said nothing.
Ah!
I said doo-doo.
Ah! What's happening? I'm sorry. I thought there was a chain there.
I'm following.
Wow, I'm a dork.
No problem.
I'm a dork.
So much for the path of least resistance, huh, honey?
Now, shh. I feel stupid. Don't laugh at me, Jeffrey.
Are you still filming?
I see you. Yeah, I see you. You're laughing at me.
I'm always laughing.
Nice. Got it. Oh, all the creepy creatures.
Then we ran over and had a really nice dinner at City Walk across from Universal Studios. And then it was finally time for some Disney. We had really been looking forward to this part. And because of the time of year and it was the middle of the week, there was like nobody at the park. Look at the Pleasure Pier here. It's like nobody. This is now not Pleasure Pier anymore. It's Pixar Pier. We also got to get a little photo time with Mickey. Oh my gosh, you guys. It makes me so happy every time I get to see Mickey or Minnie. And Jeff got some with Donald. Then we have to always take pictures near this statue. This is like one of our favorite statues at Disney. We kind of had a little fun with Walt here and Mickey. You know, you gotta have a little fun while you're in Disneyland. You gotta be a kid for a little while. And we went to Toy Story Mania because we always have to compete when we play this game. And next up was Tower of Terror. Of course, we don't look very terrified. We kind of like this ride.
Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun.
Ranger best. Are you filming it? Yep.
For you, my friend, on to the next. Pick up. Oh, yeah. Look. Oh, wonderful dinosaur. Now you look like a real race car. Going up to the starting line. Okay.
It takes more than new tires to win a race.
I'll tell you when to pitch it hard. Get it into the groove.
Here we go.
So pay attention.
Now we're gonna race. Race.
That is still one of our favorite rides, and it is so much fun. You guys have got to try it. And of course, we had to do a roller coaster. We love our roller coasters. And we took a little time out at the pier to do some caricatures. I'm so glad Jeff talked me into doing this because it is one of our favorite pictures and it's hung up in our house and we adore it. It's so cute, you guys. And then we had dinner reservations at Carthay Circle. And this was a very special dinner. And we had a very special room all by ourselves. And the waitresses were amazing because this is the dinner where Jeff proposed to me.
They missed it. You have to do it again. Who's next?
Who's next?
You got it all?
He did such a great job proposing. It was so sweet. The waitresses were amazing. Let me tell you, getting engaged at Disney, they're going to make sure it's perfect. And the whole restaurant was so excited and clapped for us. It was just the neatest thing. I will never forget it. Him asking me to be his wife, too, was perfect because we are definitely partners in life and partners in crime. And it was just wonderful. And I love that he proposed to me with a family ring. And then we later on picked out our rings.
Videotaping?
Yeah.
Hello, world.
It is Thursday. It's gorgeous weather.
Yeah,
and we are
seriously,
headed
emphasis on
into
gorgeous weather.
gorgeous.
It's really nice.
And now we are Jeff and Jana bred to be.
Yep.
And I'm getting excited because we're about to go into Disneyland. We're going into Disneyland.
Disneyland.
This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be the best day yet.
And of course, I had to get my picture underneath the sign going into Disney. It's my favorite little spot, and I always stop and read it, and it usually makes me tear up. And we took our photo op in front of the pumpkin on Main Street because it was Halloween season, and it's so much fun.
Great song for you to go walking to. It's actually called Walking the Dog.
And by now you know me and my hidden Mickeys. I'm always on the hunt for them. We found some really good ones. This one is in the photo shop, and you have to look up and you have to really pay attention. This one's in the line for Indiana Jones ride in the queue, as is this one. This one is tiny, so you have to really pay attention. And then this one is in the exit of Indiana Jones, which is really fun. I honestly can't remember where this one is. I think it's Splash Mountain on your way in. I know this one is for sure. Then we got in our Space Mountain ride. So much fun. I always love riding this one. Then it was off to Jeff's favorite. Well, it's kind of one of my favorites too. We both love pirates.
And now you
Hey, right here on the bridge, baby.
Who makes it 6? I'm not sponging for rum. It be
Where on the
no
bridge, honey?
I'm after. Strike your colors, you boys and waiters. Oh, it's the treasure map for sure, and no mistake. And by
Right there.
Oh, there's a hidden Mickey. I see it. I see it. Yeah.
And then over to New Orleans Square to ride another one of our favorites, Definitely one of my favorites. We had to go to Haunted Mansion.
Rings of power, embracing strength that never ends.
All at the materialize.
Where is it? I think it's like
Nightmarish painting by Courier and others.
Who loved you to me?
See, right underneath Madame Leota's head on the card, to the left-hand side. See it?
We will continue your holiday tour.
Oh, you smell the pumpkin spice?
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's the place sitting on the end right here.
There it is. I see it.
Right there. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Straight. There is the ghost in the attic.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There he
Is it better? We will continue our holiday tour in no time at all. In ghostly white.
Tracing by your side, shrouded in unearthly skies, they pretend to terrorize. Pretty ghosts come out to socialize. But time to get a free, survive the midnight spree. Creeping creeps with eerie eyes start to shriek and harmonize. Pretty ghosts come out to socialize. The never-ending band, willows gleam where spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealized, rise from strawberry sides. Crinkly ghosts come out to socialize. Crinkly ghosts come out to socialize.
Then we went to cool off on some Splash Mountain. This one's so much fun, but especially because the whole time you're anticipating that crazy drop. As you could tell, we were being silly and goofing off the whole time, but I actually was like, oh no, what if we do a splash? Because Jeff was going to film it, which he did.
Too late. Laughing place.
That's just where you're going. Go.
I didn't know where.
We got a great shot on this, except I had my arm right in my face. But that's okay. And we went and rode Peter Pan, which has one of my favorite hidden Mickeys in it in the tower, because it's a full-size Mickey. And then we had dinner at the Blue Bayou. Oh, love this place.
Where are we, honey?
Blue Bayou.
Blue Bayou, Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's the ride over there. Right, that one right there.
It's really kind of difficult to see because of the video always looks a lot darker. But we are right here by the water. People are going by on the ride. It's just a really cool atmosphere. You can hear the crickets and the frogs, and you can hear the guy playing the banjo. Definitely the perfect dinner.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted.
I'm excited. It was just a little too dark to take good video in there, but we got some really nice pictures. It was my first time to ever eat at the Blue Bayou, and I didn't want to leave. You just want to sit there all night and enjoy it. It was amazing. The atmosphere is really, really cool. And it was a perfect engagement dinner for us. The next day, we decided to do some shopping. We played around in the hat store. Still think Jeff should have gotten this one. He looks like, you know, a young Abe Lincoln, but better looking. And we found a nice place to have a couple of drinks. And then we went to a neat escape room in LA. One of our friends who we were staying with has one here in Houston and one in LA. And we got to do our very first escape room ever. His are really difficult, I'm just gonna say. We did not make it out in time because it was a double room, but it was a blast. And we had fun posing for pictures afterwards. And this is him, this is our friend Richard, and this is Ingrid, and we had a good time doing that. And I found a little friend along the way.
Stinky.
Oh. Hi, the hugs and the kitty. Hi,
Stinky. Oh, he's giving you little lovin's.
I know.
He's like literally hugging you.
I know. Oh
my gosh.
Baby. I've never had a kitty yet, like a little baby.
He's literally hugging you. I've never seen that in my life.
Sweetest cat. Oh,
Stinky. Oh, he's like nuzzling you. Why do they call you Stinky? You don't look like you stink.
Oh. What a sweet baby.
Stinky. Look at his little eyes chilling there. Oh my gosh. Oh, Stinky. Oh, Stinky. And we ended this amazing trip with getting to meet baby Harper, our new niece. She was born about 2 weeks before we got there, and I cried getting to meet her because I was so enamored of her. She was beautiful. Come over here under the light. Alright, so who are you holding, honey?
Harper Marie.
Little baby Harper Marie.
Look at her face.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm your Uncle Jeff.
I said Uncle Jeffrey.
And this is going to be your Auntie Jana.
AJ. I'm the AJ. I'm the cool one.
That's debatable. Look at how tiny these toes are.
Those are Sutton toes. Look at those toes.
Oh, do you like it? You tickle? I'm not going to tickle you. Just rubbing them. I give a little button kiss.
You gotta point at the ceiling.
Do I?
There you go. You do. All the kisses. All the kisses.
She has these little coos. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You want one of those, honey?
Absolutely. I want 2 of these.
2 of them?
I want 2 of them. You getting hurt by your Uncle Jeffrey? Hurt me, Uncle Jeff.
I was gonna give these away, but if you guys are interested in a couple designer purses, they just need to be clean.
And that concludes our engagement trip to Disney and Universal Studios. We had the best time and made so many good memories. I will never forget this trip. Thank you guys for joining us and hanging out with us again to watch this special time in our lives. And remember, sudden stops make the best adventures.